hello Galactic family. And well, dear friends, I am extremely glad to meet you again. So I hope you have a lot of questions to ask me, because we're going to try to answer, and you know that's how I like to practice. There it is. I present to you all my friendship and all my love and, as usual, I have my ears wide open. Question: at what pace will collective events evolve? Dear friend, you know, the dates are never fixed. We have already said, since last winter-summer in the southern hemisphere, after the throat passage in the opening of the mouth, Michael, Mary and myself, we said everything is accomplished. It was only to materialize it on earth. The time of materialization of consciousness was simply unknown. Now, it's now, I repeat, it's not next year, not even 10 years from now. And the best scorer is not what they give them as information. Sri Aurobindo told them every day, starting at 17h French time, the vibrations will become more and more intense to their level of perception. Those who felt nothing would feel double. Double of nothing, that always gives nothing, you will answer me. It is not totally true, because it is not double of anything, are smaller sensations that will multiply. And those of you who live the vibratory mechanisms, whether at the level of the soul sounds, at the level of the radiant crowns of the head or the heart, or at the level of the sacrum, the total burning. It is a blaze of light. Then, of course, according to your conscience, and so did I. You cannot say I did not say it and repeat it hundreds of times. The passage from the caterpillar to the butterfly will depend on your point of view. Therefore, if you remain caterpillar, and if you want to remain caterpillar, you will call this a catastrophe. If you are a butterfly, you call it this is the butterfly that is there. The dreams, the quality of your sleep, the quality of your consciousness, the perception of the vibrations amplify, and it is daily, and I repeat, what you see outside happens inside. In all, consciousness is one. When you told yourself not to judge anyone, because those you judge, as Christ said, it is you who judge. To say that the other is your enemy, that's nothing to say, because what you see on the outside as an enemy is a part of yourself. It was not a metaphor or a play on words. It is the strict truth, and to live in oneness is to live in oneness. There is no difference between inside and outside, there is no difference between you and the rest. Up to the present this could remain a concept, because the plans were separate, but now it's over. Therefore, we speak the language of truth and the language of vibration. Was I quite clear? And you should be very happy. I know that certainly, even among the beings who followed the celestial marriages, who follow the meditations, also remember what I said today. Some will use that light to nourish the ego and the personality. They did not integrate, despite of a form of abandonment intermittent to the light, but I would say that it is an abandonment interpreted. This means that they will nourish themselves from the light, but not to the light, not to become transparent, to be nourished by the light for them, that is, for the personality. This was called, this week, fire of the ego, fire of the heart. We do not use these words by chance. It's fire. Question: does the presence of the guardian angel, when passing, continue current? Yes, the levels of perception are profoundly different, because the first re-encounters with the guardian angel were already before the celestial weddings. But beyond the guardian angel, today, you discover, yourself, your heart. We have always said that penetrating unity is done by the heart. There is no other alternative. This has been said and redeemed. When we say that the exit is the heart, it is not a mental vision, it is vibratory. While you are abroad, you are a caterpillar. If you enter, you become a butterfly. to leave the illusion is this. Then, of course, I spoke of planet grid, I spoke of a number of mechanisms, without, however, specifying the chronological aspect, because we did not know the dates. Many told them that it was Gaia, the earth that decided and said not long ago, not me, but others, that the sound of the earth awakened, that the earth had been liberated. So maybe some of you would think it would be beautiful stories that would never happen, perhaps, or in any case, that they had not wanted to realize the real meaning. The real meaning of what that means, do you understand now? You know, there are beings who, until the end, will play ostriches. It is like, unfortunately, some human beings who are so afraid of death, whereas, there, it is not death. You will enter into life, but take the example of death. There are human beings, in the shock of humanity or the shock of the announcement of someone's death, who will be in denial until the last moment, and even when they die, are persuaded that is dead. There is the same process with the birth that one lives today. You know that I answer with my own words, but when the Archangel Michael, when the Archangel Anael, an archangel, employed certain phraseology. Uriel spoke of resurrection, a few days ago, it seems to me. What is the resurrection? Question is the birth of the butterfly. Exactly. And how is the butterfly born? Question by the death of the caterpillar. This is not silly at all. If you have another solution, you tell me, do not you? Now, I'm devastated by all humans, but they will quickly understand. Who expected to make a paradise on earth? And that the unity was going to live by transformations where, how to say, the whole world is beautiful, the whole world is gentle, while remaining here, in this dimensional plane. Multidimensionality is not that. We also always said that it was necessary to respect the choices of each, and that those who wanted to continue in the caterpillar, they will go in the caterpillar. They would ask me the question of knowing about human beings who wanted to stay in the third dimension. Very well, you have complete freedom to remain in the third dimension. But, if the earth no longer exists in the third dimension, how do you do? All this, of course, I say, why? It is time to enter into you. And, before being a butterfly, in you, it is the heart and not any other place. So there are techniques that have been given to them, I believe, by a friend, to focus on the heart. It's very simple, you have to get off the bike and go to the heart. He told them what to do at the respiratory level, at the level of bringing the consciousness gradually, even, to the level of the chest. Wake up. There was already, since a month, but, mainly information, I would say capitals at the vibratory level, in Miguel's own words, the fusion of ethers. What does this mean, the fusion of ether? This means that the ether of the earth is no longer closed. The ether of the earth is reconnected to the ether of heaven. It is that there is no more separation between the dimensions, and what had been closed in this dimension, there will simply be no more. It is now that you will really see what you are, each will see itself as it is. This is also part of what St. John announced in the Apocalypse, is not it? All that you live is written in you, already, and also in the words of Christ that were transmitted to St. John. Then you are no longer, in any way, solely in the vibratory aspect, as Sri Aurobindo said 2 years ago, but you are in reality of what is described as well. It is no coincidence that Jafil came back to speak of the third eye because, obviously, until the last minute, grace is open and there are human beings who, at the same time having followed the opening, have closed again in the illusion of the ego, because there is fear. Sri Aurobindo spoke of him for a long time. Understand that it is exactly what you live, So I say, brave. If you are no longer in fear and you are calm, you have already transcended the shock, it is very well. And it is the best way to help the earth, and yourselves, and humanity in its entirety. Because that means that the heart has awakened entirely, the heart rises to the vibratory level and therefore you begin to live. Those who will abandon themselves to the light and integrate the light, that process that described the Archangel Anael, seems me. Question: how do you keep track of ongoing developments? We can act in different ways. We already act broadly emitting, via the sun, bombarding the sun in order to pierce the magnetic envelope of the sun, so that they reach much more important streams of light information than before. This has been done for a month. And we can change that at any time. We can do so that your bodies of existence will come fully to you within a millionth of a second. But, I repeat, we are not the ones who decide, neither you, it is the earth, and the earth, what does it decide? You cannot speak better. Earth grows, I said that too. When I say that the earth will pass from 7,000 miles for 10,000 miles, is not a vision of the spirit, is it? And how do you want it to grow if there are no geophysical tectonic movements? We had announced them as well. And if Mother Gaia decided that there were faster ways to go to the light, she chose it. Then, of course, those on the caterpillar side will say that it is a catastrophe. It is their right. It's up to you to know where you want to be. Question: what will be the difference of living between two people who have the heart open, one having consciousness and the other not? So, my dear friend, you will explain to me how one can have the heart open without being aware. The heart opened at what time? It is not a vision of the spirit. It is not because you define yourself as loving, at the level of behavior, that the heart is open. The heart vibrates. To have the heart open in the head is not to open the heart in the heart. Therefore, either it vibrates, or it does not vibrate and there is no opening of the heart. It's not complicated, it seems to me. The heart vibrates, it is open. The heart does not vibrate, it is not open. Question: is a person who feels the vibrations of the heart without knowing what happens? She will live her ascension, even if she does not understand what is happening in her chest. The important thing is not to understand, the important thing is to live. Many have told you, but you will check for yourself. Having a good heart is not the same as having the heart that vibrates. Today, you are in an essential transformation of humanity. Therefore, one no longer is in the intermediate times in which one can think that one has the open heart. But it is not found, that is vibrated or it does not vibrate. Now, in addition to the fusion of the ethers being performed, there is a connection between the vibration points of the head and the vibration points of the heart. You will realize, those who vibrate in the heart, that a number of points will become extremely sensitive. The points of Master Ram, which he gave them, the points on the back, the key Risset points, the Miguel points, the IS points, plus the crown, plus heart fire plus the AR point plus the connection with all other points. All this is established, there, now. Remember, we have also said that each will go where their vibration takes you. But not everyone will go wherever he wants, at the personality level. It is vibration, it is your vibration that decides, because consciousness is vibration, that too we repeat, I do not even know how many times. You realize today that it is the strict truth. If up to the present, for you, it was a metaphorical language, you understand that it was a literal, totally literal sense. We did not say that the light would come to touch your head and give you a violet aureole, would not you? Why do not we speak of colors of light in what we said? We speak be it Michael, or other interveners of vibration and precise points of vibration in the body. It's not coincidence. There were people who asked why they had ties to their ankles and wrists because it prevented them from leaving. Those people will realize, in the days to come, that there are no more ties. You will not keep butterflies, anyway. When I say thus it is now, it is not to tell you that it is a date, within 3 days, at such a time. It is for you to become aware of what is happening in your consciousness and therefore in the vibration. And you will go where your vibration takes them, systematically. Question: what would it be today to release as quickly as possible? The little bike. And then there are those who do not want to see, so these, you cannot. Now for those who are conscious and who live this immanence, because I have told you well, but if you do not live it, this immanence is your problem. What does that mean? Seek out the cause of it. Remember that the exit door is the heart. Therefore, Vibram. The most urgent thing is to be in peace, to wake up, yourself, but to awaken the dimension of the heart. But those who do not feel the heart, you feel the stars. If you do not feel the stars at all, neither can I, but remember that until the last minute grace is open. But even at the last minute, I assure you that there will be a majority of human beings who will say, I do not believe this, it is not true, or by spiritual ideal, or fear, or because, for them, it is not true. The problem is that there will be no earth to receive them. It's a problem for them, of course, but not for earth. Question: where will those who cannot be received, to return to their terms? They will continue caterpillar life. Some will be removed, it is written in the Bible, too, all this, in the Apocalypse of St. John. The called and chosen will be called, one by one, in heaven. The Vigilians are ready, the Arcturians are ready, everything is ready, we have been ready for a long time, is not it? We look forward to Earth's goodwill. And you are ready, at the collective level of consciousness, since the collective interdimensional Merkaba is created. We had said that too. Question: when you have this feeling of imminence, is fear normal? It is necessary to reread what Sri Aurobindo said: 4 stages, the process has been described, it seems to me. Sri Aurobindo, October 17, 10. To the one who has not proven the least fear, I take off my hat. You change your life. So, my friend, there is denial first. When the shock comes, personal or collective, you say first it is not true. So one obviously avoids speaking to those who refuse, notably, all this, because the ego is stronger. But between the process of abandonment to light and integration of light, after denial comes negotiation, with yourself and with heaven. No, not immediately, I have not finished, I am not ready, it is not true, I am not. I think, I feel good, I feel, but, no, maybe it's not true. But every day it will come back, now, stronger and stronger. Therefore, at a given moment, because of the amplification of the crown vibration of the head, heart and sacrum, you will effectively understand that you have arrived there. You can no longer deny the vibrations and you will begin to pass in different states of consciousness, be it at night or at times when you are disconnected from three-dimensional reality. But, that too, I said, and at a given moment, you will be in full acceptance. But it is not because you are in full acceptance that you have to stay in the chair and not move anymore, do you? It is the earth that decides and it is the light that decides. But these steps were perfectly described by Sri Aurobindo, very long ago, in the notion of shock of humanity. After, not long ago, A friend uncovered them how to facilitate overcoming this shock, so accept more easily and, moreover, enjoy and in good humor, as they say. A friend, March 20th 11. Do you believe that Brother K, who spoke for the first time on this channel yesterday, would have spoken of what there is after, while saying that all the time to be in the present moment? What does that mean? That is now. You have understood everything. Question: how could the sense of vibration not be the sense of light? The vibration of the ego. We do indeed speak of the fire of the ego and the fire of the spirit. There is the vibration of the vibra light and there is also a vibration of the ego. It does not concern the same chakras. If we use the word fire of the ego, it also corresponds to a vibration, since the light is everywhere at present. More and more human beings will feel vibrations, but where is vibration? Is it closed in the Luciferian triangle? Is it at the level of the solar plexus, or below, or is it in the heart? Here it is. Question: do the vibrations of the sacrum feel equally ahead, in the womb? The vibrations of the sacrum are the vibrations of the sacrum. In women, sacrum vibration can cause congestion of the lower abdomen, not the belly. Question: if the sensations of current in the foot disappear, can people contact the body of existence more directly? Perfectly, but retaining that body. It really is necessary that those in the light stay a little to accompany Mom NDR the earth, is not it? But those who depart, remember, we must differentiate. You have entered the process of collective ascension. You used, dear friend, the word transition. I would call this a transhumance. It is a process that is underway, but it concerns, for the moment, the collective souls, in short, people who are in the same vibration. It all depends on your own vibration. If you are able in this body, with your personality, to transmute the light, to become more and more luminous, you will effectively have the possibility of accessing existence. But there is no reason to leave the ship while, wherever you are, the collective level is not touched. I repeat, remember that those who are in denial of the disappearance of the earth from this dimension, from the birth of the earth elsewhere, will enter the black wrath against us and against you, because obviously those who are in denial of all this, what will they look for? They will consider themselves as victims, and therefore they will call us, and call you, the prophets of doom, because they are not butterfly, they are caterpillar. We have no further questions, thank you. So, dear friends, I tell you certainly until very soon, here or somewhere, down or up. Be well and all my love accompany you. And thank you for your great attention. See you soon.